shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Boom, my...
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A lot of people eat green for Thanksgiving.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here are the foul to the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here. A little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's the best play.
21.
Look, I ain't want you to burn on my back on the top part. The middle part, really.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This is Coleman. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Damn.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Thought you turned,
Work
dude.
to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and he fires one incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to sling this deep down, and he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 33 yards, and the Falcons have taken the early lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The throw left side taken in by Morgan. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! White 90! Ohio!
They'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
18 yards the gain for number 18. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Coleman now. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
No, go in the kitchen and throw that away. Junior, they don't want your daddy go. Put the light on. You just
Daddy, don't say that. Say that.
Play action. It's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Get out of here. Go through that play with Craig.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hey, let's go. 22.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Well,
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
22!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy from 10 yards out. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Sturgis adds the PAT, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. He was looking for his fullback there, Zach Line. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And Josh Hill has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go. One.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Two running plays, each lose a yard. They'll need to do much better now on 3rd and 12.
Let's go. What? 90.
They're going to look to throw. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. His throw incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up the throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. "14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. Now Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll head
Yeah,
down
yeah.
to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, that's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start the second half with Kamara. Got some room at the 30. And again the footwork. Accelerating and off he goes.
That nigga got tired on me, man.
Down at the 32-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. And even 50 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Hill with it over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Brand 38.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Brand 38.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Flex round. Flex round.
Running with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Ryan. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give the tackle there to Morgan Burnett.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, 30 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. Sturgis for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ohio! 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 Hot! Hot!
They'll look to throw here. On target over the middle to Hill. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Ohio! Ohio! Hot! Flex round! Flex round! Hot!
Now back to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Oh.
Time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Now Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Coleman on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The play fake. Here's Ryan. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Wow.
75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Ito Smith, his first carry. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it?
Oh yeah, I got it. We're gonna meet again. Hopefully, it'll be a different game next game.
Starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10.
And that snow killed me. I couldn't do shit.
He'll look to throw.
Yeah.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
None. I said, damn.
Pick up of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Uh-huh.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about
Mario.
6. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
White 90. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll set up a throw.
Huh?
Out of the backfield, that's
No, I ain't
complete
made the
to
draft.
Kamara.
No, I missed
First
it.
down as he gets this to the 47. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Yeah. Damn.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, I hit the wrong button.
Caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third.